My name is Carol Benjamin, and I am one of two people in Seaside Studios. My husband Frank works with me, and we have been members at the Farmers Market for 3 years now. One of my products that I want to talk about today are beeswax wraps. It's a troubling statistic, but Canada recycles less than 11% of its plastic. The rest is burned or it ends up in a landfill, and that often ends up in the environment. Once there, it can harm ecosystems, it can kill wildlife, and leach toxic chemicals into the environment. Instead of storing food in plastic containers and bags, use glass or jars, or beeswax wraps. It's a sustainable alternative to plastic wrap. Made from local beeswax, pine resin, and jojoba oil. We use jojoba oil because it doesn't go rancid. So if you were making beeswax wraps on your own, I'd suggest you do not use olive oil or any kitchen oils. But jojoba oil won't go rancid. And of course, cotton. Our beekeepers are eco-friendly, reusable, and keep your food fresher longer. They're non-toxic, they're biodegradable, and sustainable. We supply instructions for care with our beeswax, so you know how to look after them. Now, these are little minis that you can use for the end of your cucumbers or your tomatoes or your onions. And then you just put it on, use the warmth of your hand to melt it a wee bit, and that's all there is to it. The larger of our sets has a 14 by 14, and that will cover a pie plate and then some. And it's also a good size for sandwiches for lunch cans and that sort of thing. We've been making these for our grandson. I've made a little pouch here. He calls them his raisin pouches. So you just fold up, turn, 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 turn. Put whatever you want in it, and then you can seal it. So you have a little pouch to carry whatever you like. They're not recommended for use with raw meat because you can't wash them in hot water. But anything else should be just fine. To clean them, you just rinse them in cool water. You can pat dry or just hang them to dry. To store them, I often just roll mine. So depending on how frequently they're used, they can last up to a year, after which they can be re-waxed or put in compost as they are biodegradable. I think that's it. Thank you.